So I'd like to welcome those of you guys who are just joining us for what is hopefully the finale of my crap-tastic presentation for Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. Got quite a ways to go here, so let's make this worthwhile. Let's make this count. I'm gonna see if I can wrap up a few more quests, and then I'm gonna go jump right to endgame. I didn't do that much grinding during the break between last week and this week, but did enough to end some foes and also just get a few other things while I'm at it.
Yes?
Just get one of everything. Okay, just Chronicle. Okay. So, some of the stuff I'm still missing from base game. Alright. So, what's this quest?
Need something?
Alright.
I'm back.
Alright. We're just gonna do a few ending quests, then I gotta wrap up almost every single heart-to-heart around here. And then we'll go take on the final boss. Maybe even try to take a shot at that one quest I failed so miserably at.
I'm really enjoying Ye's origin.
Mm-hmm. Oh. That name is so familiar. Oh right, doing some drug smuggling stuff, and I ended up knocking him off his
Need something?
pterodactyl hot air balloon contraption.
Oh, I had a question for you. How is the experience playing the melee character in Ye's origin? Is it very different? You have like a sword, right?
They're very different.
Does the melee guy woman have more endurance? Would you say? Like more
I probably would not say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've done that game quite a while ago, but yeah, I kind of swore touching that off for quite a long time.
It's a fun game though, the first time you got through it.
Yeah. So, who is this guy? Remember, I also was doing an LP of this game just so I could take a break from playing that franchise.
Got you.
Because the last 2 years leading up before this, I was like, yeah, almost every weekend I'm done. Especially when, you spend like 4 to 5 hours a night doing some of those games. I'm going, I need a change of pace. Hence me coming to Xenoblade Chronicles. So who do I want here? There's a giant Eye of Sauron-esque rift out there if I've ever seen one. Right. Let's see what's going on with this guy here. Just like last time.
Oh, I saw Terminator 1 and 2. Those are such good movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I've seen them.
Yeah.
They really should stop with 2 and not gone beyond until they had an idea that when it clashed with 1 or 2.
Well, not to mention, there was another thing. Did you see the alternate ending for 2? Released the proposed alternate ending?
No.
Go look it up.
Cool.
Because that would have stopped the franchise right then and there. This is less than ideal.
Stay strong. Pull yourself together. Up you get, Nene.
And you only hit it when it comes down?
No, this isn't that kind of thing.
Okay.
And most flying foes do not suffer under the same usual dazed to up with break combo. Cool. I should force him to stop for a second. Oh, I probably should have just used Melia for this. But I kind of need the Monado.
Is it hot up there?
Yeah, heat advisory coming in.
Stupid hot down here,
With humidity.
Very uncomfortable.
That was a close one.
If friends need rest, treatment of Kino is second to done. Nene, not such fan of hard labor.
I mean, dry heat is one thing. Humid heat, fuck everything. Well, for once, it's like he gets played for a sap. Cool. Alright. Now, what next? what would have been nice this whole time was having death resist, but, no. Evidently, I can't have nice things. Why can't I ever have nice things? Do I deserve nice things?
Yeah, I just watched the Terminator 2 alternate ending. I see what you mean.
Yep.
I see why they didn't do that. They probably were hearing about how many people were going to the theaters. They're like, yeah, we need to make it. Why do you think they waited so long between Terminator 2 and Terminator 3? Just other projects? Just got into development.
Yeah, we're like, 1, how are they going to continue the story? 2, do you know what film James Cameron did in between 2 and 3?
Aliens?
No, Aliens was before T2.
Oh, okay. I didn't know when T2 was.
Care to guess?
I wouldn't know. Honestly, you can just tell me.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. There's a Celine Dion song.
I still don't know. I'm sorry, man.
Titanic.
Oh, of course. You own Terminator 2 VHS.
I think I've said this a bunch of times. I had the live entertainment edition of the first 2 films.
Oh yeah, you did. So that was like a video game that we were on?
No, the Terminator collection was the first 2 films in a VHS set.
Oh, live edition.
Damn, I'm going for 2 on this one. Alright. Need to get this one big monkey out of the way. Last thing standing in our way is
I'm going to a local mall with my friends this weekend. There's a Dave & Buster's in the mall, so we might stop by.
I hope you have fun with that.
Thanks, I haven't been to Dave & Buster's for a long time.
Okay, that's one less chunky monkey out of the way. Those didn't count.
than you. Lele, good footwork. But good is good. Very good. Be ready. Roaring thunder. Manifest yourself. Flare, impulse. Healing and feeling praise, Gino, big sis. A magnificent, strange, conspirator ice to me. Good. Just as I envisioned. Manifest yourself on specters. Your fighting spirit is plain to see. Scatter them leaflets. Start searing blaze everywhere. I feel the ether.
Perspectives, do it now!
Okay. Well, enough of that.
I'm sort of going through a classic 80s science fiction fixation. Like I was thinking of maybe trying to watch Aliens. Again, that's a good one. I'm gonna check Amazon Prime and see if they have it.
Yeah, usually they'll cycle through having it every once in a while, but I knew they had the first one available a while ago as a seasonal freebie.
Yeah, now it's $4 to rent.
In which case, yeah. Also, a big buyer beware on that. Make sure you have the special edition, because there's an extra 19 minutes that really adds on to the plot. And I do mean it in a good way. Mentioned this a while ago, but there's this one time when I was looking up just some schedules. It's like, ooh, you guys have Blade Runner: The Final Cut. I'm like, and then I watched through the whole thing front to back. I'm like, you big bunch of fucking liars. This is still the director's cut. I can tell because the sky's still blue.
You know, I understand why people. You know, I know Blu-ray and DVD might be a better experience overall, but I do have to say, not having a Blu-ray but having a DVD player, so many of my DVDs got worn down. Whereas if I buy a thing on Amazon, I got it, you know?
I'm a little bit still leery about getting stuff on digital, because I prefer physical as the norm if I can. Mostly because, you know, it's like, there's always going to be that one inevitable worry about, you know, what happens when all the storage tech becomes obsolete, or, you know, the great network crash ever happens.
I can understand.
Forgive me for being paranoid about that, but that's just my sentiment towards things.
I might just go ahead and buy it. It's only $5.
Yeah, I had it on DVD.
The weak spot. Miss Lilia! Making Nene proud. Things are going to plan. Almost summoned. Enemy getting Nene ready and able. Roaring thunder! Manifest yourself. He's almost only now have you realized our true power. Kino plus sidekicks are non-defeatable. Did Nene knock off socks? Star-searing flames of absolution! Shield ka-clang! Manifest yourself.
I went ahead and bought it. It'll be a good entertainment. The special edition is what I got.
Good call.
Well, it was only $1 higher than the regular.
But like I said, the additions to the plot make it well worth it. I'd still say it's the version worth purchasing overall, if you have the choice. Whereas, like, the other
You're a long way.
installments, as in, I know, from what I heard, the director's cut of Alien kind of gets a little bit, I don't want to say convoluted at points, but it could probably feel that way. Whereas, like, with Alien 3, it's just a big question of, what do you consider better, the assembly cut or the cut as is? I kind of don't have an opinion because I have not seen the assembly version.
Was Alien 3 the prison one?
Yeah.
That was a different one, wasn't it?
Yeah. But it's had a pretty rough history, if you read on the behind the scenes of it.
Was it in development hell for a while?
Yeah, not to mention it's like it went through a bunch of rewrites and no one had a clear vision of what they wanted to do with it.
Long way. Have to brag to Dad upon once they get back.
Are you a tea fan at all?
A what?
Like tea that you drink? Like a fan of tea?
Not really. Mostly because I don't really go out of my way to get tea leaves.
You ever had green tea?
Once, but that was ages ago.
Pretty good. It can be pretty, like the real traditional Japanese kind. It's delicious. We used to have someone we used to get someone that lived in Japan. It was just so good, man. They're big into tea there. So I probably asked you this before. 100 is the max level on this, right?
I don't know for sure, because I didn't really hit that in base game. Because I know there are some enemies that are like level 106 or 120. Here in Future Connected, I'd say 80 is the cap.
Okay. So you're almost there, aren't you, for most of your games?
Yeah. Though I guess with this quest, I'm probably gonna die at a few times. I wish. But I know for the final boss, you can do it at like 78. But again, it's also based on your equipment. So if you had a crappy crystal lock, well, I don't know what to tell you. But if you've got on top of purchasing the best armor available... Ah, shit. Better hope this dragon isn't spiked. If it is, then I have a problem.
I'm feeling it. We haven't lost yet. This isn't going well.
Wait, where is he? Told you why I don't like this quest.
Hang in there. Don't give up.
This quest sucks. How do I not have Fizz Protect up? How do I only have one Fizz Protect Jewel? Let's try this one more time. But yeah.
The enemy's weak, but don't drop your guard.
What? You know more than enough for this. We'll be done before we say kaplan. Nearly how
You never stood a chance.
have to brag to dead upon what Nene get back. Kino could have napped that one out.
I'm sorry if this is a stupid question, but there's not like stances in this.
No.
Like, defensive stand. Okay. You know what I'm talking about there, right?
Yeah, they just have auras instead.
Okay.
I don't think headshots are really gonna work with this. I'd rather have Last Stand tap. Let's see. Yeah, because at least with Last Stand,
What'd you have to eat today?
Ronaldo, lend us your power.
essentially a mac and cheese casserole I made earlier in the week.
Sounds good.
Alright, I'm feeling it.
I love that. What kind of cheese do you use, or is it pre?
It's pre-made. I just put like Alfredo sauce and I just put a Parmesan mozzarella on top.
Yeah.
Everyone, let's go! We got through that pretty good.
Have you ever made salmon souffle?
No, I don't.
This is the Monano's power.
I might want to look that up. That could be great.
Behold the power
Not a
of the
souffle kind of
Monano.
guy.
Oh,
I'm
God.
feeling it. Just one more lap. We can definitely do this. How good a win! Flash! Good job, everyone.
Winning just comes natural to Kino. Did Nene knock off socks?
I kind of feel like this particular dragon, you need to have something just particularly spec for it.
This is the Monano's power. I'm really right. I'm feeling it.
Kino feeling it too.
Come on, we can do it.
One more.
We can definitely do this.
Ready and able. Kino plus psychics are non-defeatable. Have to brag to Dedapon once Nene get back.
Hey, Matt. I just hate slaying this dragon right now.
Monado, lend us your power! Let's go! Battle soul! I'm feeling it! Inspectors, we're ready for your assistance!
Conspectors, heed my call.
We never! Conspectors till we die! Monado, lend us your power! Alright, I'm feeling it!
That is bullshit!
Hang in there! Don't give up!
Like I said, that was the one quest I did not pass. I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna waste any of your time. I'm trying to do that because it's called, one, I just don't feel like doing it. Two, there's a bunch of other things other than going, oh, if you're level 80, you can do it. No! I've had shit luck with crystals. And I'm not really gonna waste my time doing all of that. It's like, it's one thing if I can kill a dragon, but no. Just, no. Or I guess I can try it one more time, but, yeah, if it's bloody immune to, like, damn near everything, I'll just lead off with Nene. I need to charge up the gauge first. Last stand, anybody?
Could have napped that one out.
I'm not sure if I want to put Melia in that spot either, because I need all the healing I can get.
Should have knocked that one out.
Okay, one more time, and then if this goes completely pear-shaped, I'm done. We'll just wrap up all the heart-to-hearts, and then I quit. We'll just skip straight to the final boss, because at least I can do that. Give me an aura! Come on! Jaws of death! Ick! No! How did that not kick in? Okay, what fell out of my desk? Next! Oh, my dice fall off my desk as well. Of course, it's a black dice on a black desk. Oh wait, no, it fell on the floor. Yeah! I swear you have to get like a bunch of crap lined up together just to even have a fighting chance to get it. Screw it, quiet moments, and then meet you guys on the other side just for the boss fight. I fucking hate that dragon.
Why, Mr. Shulk, stop so sudden?
I was just thinking about the cave near Colony 9. Do you know it, Nene? It's called Tephra Cave.
Nene no place. Nene tag along once with group of hum-hum. Went to fetch ether cylinders.
I've done that too sometimes. Went with Ryan a couple of times.
Mama! Hooray for twinsies! Nene went there during rebuilding effort.
So you did your part to help Nene. Thanks for that.
It not thing that need thanks per se. Just doing civic duty. Must stay friends and work together. With all peoples that live in world.
That's right.
But folk here have lot of angry scuffles. Fight between neighbors bad. Should watch Nene and Kino. Learn to everyone play nice.
Well, I wouldn't say the people here are enemies exactly. They just don't know how to work out their feelings.
That just fancy way of saying fighting?
It's not exactly like fighting. Both sides do understand each other, but their paths took them in different directions.
What Mr. Shock mean?
If the two sides had simply hated each other, they wouldn't just leave. They'd try to drive the other side out by force. But that's not what they did. They still have common ground to stand on. And Melly is here now. They just need some time to mull things over.
Mr. Shock is very kind person. Very different from Mama Pon. When Nene and Kino get into bad fight, Mama Pon spank first, then ask questions. Nene and Kino always in tears, but always say sorries and make up with hug. End of end, friendship become much stronger. Being friends mean a whole lot more fun, and more fun is more good. Also, everyone in Colony 9 was friends from start.
Well, that's because everyone there was working to help rebuild. We all share the same dream.
But dreams of people here all really all that different from each other.
For now, I guess. But Melly is doing the best she can, and we need to as well.
Nene understand. Nene will wait until Miss Melia make dreams of everyone mushed together as one. But if dream of Miss Melia not go through to everyone, in that case, Nene will give vicious spankings, and no one spared, even not Mr. Shoke.
What? Me as well? Just promise to be gentle.
Miss Melia, everything okay?
I was pondering the shape of things that are to come.
Like fuzzy shape of King of Fog thing?
No, even beyond that.
Mama?
When this is over, when the battle is won, what will you do?
Miss Melia asks good question. Kino goes straight home and reports succeedings to Dadapon.
What will you tell him?
That Miss Melia and others make best as sidekicks.
Sidekicks?
Kino mean friends. Was slip of tongue. Miss Melia, please, no scary face.
Just a joke.
Mama, please not to intimidate Kino.
You wish to be a hero, Pon, yes? If that was enough to startle you, you've got a long way to go.
Mama.
And yet, I hardly think you need to feel hurried. This journey we're on is a certain first step on the way to achieving your dream. I know you will have many chances to prove yourself yet. Also, I think you cut a very fine figure pursuing your goal.
Oh, then Kino already mighty hero Paul?
If you're asking that question, it's a sign you are not.
Miss Melly make no sense sometimes.
What will you do after you speak to Ricky?
Mama, what Miss Melly mean?
As laudable as it is to have made new friends, surely it is but the first step to herodom.
Mama, friends is all Kino's thought of so far. After Dadapon come back from adventure, he boldly brag about bring back many friends and have great success. So then, Kino also want to tell about how Kino make friends. That not enough reason to want.
What really counts is inside you, that you still have much time. Perhaps it would do you good to think on it a while.
Miss Melly not just tell? Miss Melly's such a meanie. Also, what is mean by still have much time? We not go back once King of Fog goes splosh?
You are forgetting something. The Junks is quite severely damaged. I expect we can repair it, but it will not happen overnight.
Nah, that did slip mind. But everyone expects big return of hero upon Kino. What Kino going to do? Have ambitions, want travel to far land, talk to many much people, and then helping Wing if some in distress. What to doing? Magnificent plan of Kino, encounter unplanned delay. Miss Melly, please to helping Kino.
I see you've taken my words to heart.
Nana, what Miss Melly mean?
To think, it was only a little while ago you were hiding behind Nene. You've come very far in such a short time. Helping those you encounter, no matter the problem. You've become quite forthright in our travels. Indeed, striving to make your dreams come true is a powerful thing.
So Miss Melly explain?
Well, being told the answers does not equal learning. How about this? Why don't we think on it together?
Mama, Miss Melly nice to Kino after all. Nice and warm, snoozy and cozy, sleepsy and sunsy. Sister Pon, Kino just have dream of become hero Pon. Meh? Big impressed, Kino. Even dream of being hero Pon in middle of a sleep. Sister Pon that too. Nene in dream too? What Nene do? Kino and Nene were lying in sun, just like now. But then, it suddenly get dark. When Open Eye saw a face of huge Brog in front of own face. Mimere! Hope it not eat us. Tongue of Brog all wormy long. With tongue, it gobble Nene right up. Oh no, Nene get ate? But to help Sister Pon, Kino get self-ate too. Meh, what happened next? Inside the Brog's stomach, full of pollen orbs. Oh, day of happy. How very lucky to be Brog food. No, wait, how we get out? Kino and Sister Pon ate own fill of pollen orbs. Ate till full. It sound like dream. So then, bodies of Kino and Nene swell up like balloon, and Brog blurt Kino and Nene out. Such wow! Nene and Kino jammy pants. And that's how Kino become mighty hero pawn. Such sudden. Now, what give? Why not Nene become hero pawn? But, what happened? It was just dream. Once I woke up, no longer was hero pawn. Meh. Well, Nene think Kino become more closer to Heropon each day. Kino, while travel with Mr. Shock and Miss Melia, Kino tried to talk to all many sorts of people. And also, ancient Nopon art of shifty slip that Kino practiced so long looked like it come along nicely. Mama, really? Hurrah! Kino happy to hear. Wait! How Nene know Kino was practicing shifty slip technique? Meh, please not to sweat teensy details. Shifty also. Anyway, Kino working really hard to become hero pawn. Which mean, one day soon, become hero pawn in life, not just dream. Meh. Mr. Shulk and Miss Melia such amazing. Always give everything for others. They like real-life hero pawn. But what about... Kino defeat King of Fog could even do all by lonesome. Meh. Kino sure? Kino sure. But there's no need for Kino to fight by lonesome. Everyone defeat Fog King together. If fight alone, it's always chance to slip up and make mistake. But when all together, help one another to succeed. Nene make sure everyone stay safe. And Kino make sure everyone stay healthy. Nana, Kino convinced? After beat King of Fog, Kino be hero pawn? For sure get big pat on back from bird people friends. And then, maybe they build statue of Kino, hero pawn, vanquisher of King of Fog. Mama, Kino have to do it. Nene always by side of Kino, not have to worry one bit. Oh, thankings. With Nene by side of Kino, King of Fog just me a cloudy puff. That the spirit. Nene also set pluck to max.
I'm not sure if the lip syncing was off, but it looks like they put more effort in animating the grass than Kino's mouth. No, seriously, did you see just how much he was talking but his mouth wasn't moving?
Well, I don't have the sound on, so it's sort of...
Alright, 3 more heart-to-hearts, and then we're outside the final boss's doorstep, so... Just depends on how many other things I want to level up, but I'm like... Ugh. I have to farm a bunch of other crystals just to have a fighting chance to kill that dragon. I'm like, I got the best armor that money can buy in this game, and yeah, it's like the only way you can get armor. But yeah, it's just crystals and stuff. Ugh.
It's a fateful thing that you and I should see each other again here, like this.
Tyrea, what brought you to the Bionis shoulder?
A good question. Honestly, I had no motive. I wandered without aim, the Bionis no more. Before long, I found myself here. That's all.
So it is but a work of chance. Is that right?
Exactly. Though I certainly didn't expect that chance would bring me back to Alchemoth. The rest is just as I told you. I helped Elam with his research and surveilled the city, waiting for the right opportunity.
So then, you're saying you remained here in order to win back the capital, yes?
If I'm honest, I have to admit I did consider it. At least until the Fog King appeared.
And then?
The people who still live here, when I showed up, I was a dead woman walking. But they took me in without question. People like that, falling victim to that accursed monster. It doesn't bear thinking about. That's why.
You feel yourself indebted to them, right? Tyrea, you've changed.
Have I? Have I really?
Tyrea, if it's all right with you, why not come with us?
Melia.
We can't pretend the past didn't happen. I know that. But still, can't we at least band together?
I can't.
Is that so? Forgive me, Tyrea. It was thoughtless not to consider your feelings. You must see me as your mother's killer.
You misapprehend. That's not at issue here. I just don't understand.
What do you mean? What don't you understand?
I simply... Since the day Yumea drew her final breath, I've lost sight of the path I should walk. It's still the same now. What can I focus on? Where should I go? What will bring meaning to my existence? Even my staying here, when it comes down to it, I'm just resigning myself to the winds of chance.
Tyrea, that's wrong.
Melia, you continue to misjudge me. I have not changed. I've never known anything, not even my own desires.
I can tell you feel lost, Tyrea.
I've never had anything remotely resembling your brilliance.
Everyone, and I mean everyone, feels doubt. We lost sight of the right path in the Great War. We all did, not just you. I did as well. Nay, I still do now. If I said all my doubts were behind me, it would be a heinous lie. When your heart is lost at sea and drifting, it takes time to find answers within. And when you've lost someone important to you, it takes more time still. Hear me. You are strong enough. In time, you will find your answers.
My skills were once widely recognized, though I may have used them to try and end your life.
Is that still something you wish to do?
If that were the case, you would have gone sailing over the edge of the Bionis shoulder a long time ago.
I believe so too. When in reality, I'm standing here talking with you. So then, I think that leaves us some room for friendship. Doesn't it?
You speak just like those Homs you traveled with.
I take that as a compliment, actually. But it's as you say. It's yet another thing I've learned from them.
Why are you so damn persistent? Is that your crown princess duty? Or do you simply pity the weakling I've become?
Enough. I'll hear no more of this self-loathing. My heart tells me it's the right thing to do. That is all. That is my reason, and the only answer you'll get.
Melia.
What's more, Tyrea, you're all the family I have left. Listen, once we have dealt with the matter at hand, would you please give me your answer again?
And what if I cannot give you the answer that you're looking for?
I will respect whatever conclusion you arrive at, so long as it's one you can live with.
Don't get your hopes up.
Fine. That will suffice for now. I'll be waiting, Tyrea.
Should I really go along with Melia? Am I worthy? After all the years spent in shadows, all the blood. Yumea, Mother, please give me a sign.
Tyrea, do you perchance remember the day that we two first met?
I was wondering what you'd come out with. You finally decided to settle some past grudges, have you?
Not at all. I just found it quite moving. Though we crossed blades, contended for our very lives, here we are standing shoulder to shoulder, gazing out at our shared ancestral home.
Quite. Getting over all that was a minor miracle. If someone told me a year ago that we'd be doing this, I'd have carved out their spleen for suggesting it.
Tyrea, about what I said to you before.
Yes,
Are your doubts allayed?
perhaps. Not all of them. However, my answer to the question you posed is more or less ready.
Tell me then.
Melia, you are the last High Entier of Imperial blood.
Well, yes, that is true. Although, are you not also?
Quiet. You must continue the line. You and none other. You are the light, Melia. You must lead us. Gather our people under your banner. I don't think I ought to be there for that.
Why, Tyrea? What leads you to say such a thing?
The fact is, I was an Inquisitor of the Bionite Order, my very existence prescribed by law. You know what role the Order played in the Imperial family's history. I hardly need to remind you.
Tyrea.
Understand, I regret none of the deeds I did for you, Maya. But even so, all that I have done in that life lingers on inside me, a burden I can't escape. All I do is cast a deep shadow on your radiance. As the Imperial line rises to greet a new age, I would contribute nothing. I'd be a hindrance.
How can you hate your own self that much? If that is the answer you wish to give me, then it would be wrong for me to speak out against it. But I will say this, Tyrea. Imperial blood yet runs in your veins too, as does the mixed blood of Ahoms. We are no different. How could we be?
At this point, it doesn't mean a damn thing.
You're wrong.
Stop talking. I told you not to get your hopes up.
Can it really be your intention to keep blaming yourself? Why? Why won't you turn your eyes to the future? Is this what your mother would have wanted?
How dare you? You didn't know, Yumea. You didn't know my mother.
Meme! Two of you, stop flaptraps!
Nene, what are you doing here?
That question very irregardable. Nene simply observes sneaky-like from hiding. Miss Tyrea, Miss Melia, Sister-Pon fight is counterproductive.
What?
It's better to hug and make up blinkety-snap. If not, Mama Pon, roll up sleeves, then everyone's sorry.
Quit this clowning. We are not...
Incidentally, Nene is older Sister-Pon, so even in fight with Kino, always make up swifty quick. But it's not because Mama Pon scare into submission, okay? Actually, it's what Nene like to call mature attitude. Just thinking about make old scars and Nene itchy. But anyway, bottom line is fighting is bad. So, now is when pleased to hug and make up. Go on, say, sorry, Sister-Pon.
What is this thing going on about?
Mother, huh? If your mother... If Yumea were here now, looking at us like this, I wonder what she would say.
Hey, don't tell me you're taking it seriously. It's spouting nonsense.
Not it! Nene's nothing! Nene's Nene!
What point is there in talking about it now? There's no way for us to know. She's dead and gone.
My apologies, Tyrea. I know you put great faith in her. So I just thought... But it's as you say. I'll admit, I never understood your mother's mind. Even at the very end.
Yumea's devotion to the Bionite Order was how she honored the Imperial line. And also, how she channeled her woe over our ultimate fate. Her spirit contained no falsehood.
I see.
Due to the loftiness of her faith, Yumea could be very severe towards both me and herself. I'm sure if she could see me now... Attending at Yumea's side, serving her unto exhaustion was my whole life. Yumea's desires were mine as well. What's more, the blood that flows in me is in essence...
Tyrea?
Yumea's blood and her will. Are they really doomed to just cease to be? Would Yumea really? Would Mother simply allow this?
Hey, whatever has got into you?
Melia, if Yumea were here, if she saw me, saw us two, here's how she'd rebuke us. If you wish a future for the High Entia, you must do whatever is in your power.
Huh?
Changing one's way of life means negating your past self. I tried to change myself, and the path I walked until then, I disavowed. The precious path I had walked as Yumea's loyal retainer. Let me be me then. The Empress's... your shadow. And I'll do what's in my power.
So then, you will not change your ways, but still walk alongside me. Is that correct?
Yumea, Mother, kept me by her side for that purpose. She already showed me the road that I should take. I think I'd like to repay her by putting her will into action. For her, and for the future of the High Entia.
I see. So that's the answer you have chosen. I'm glad that is your decision, Tyrea.
You may be a fitting vessel to inherit the throne, but as a politician, you'll be much too soft for your own good. If you got blinded by pretty ideals and came to ruin, I could never face my mother.
No, I'd never be so...
Let's face it, you'll need someone to rein you in when you get too blinkered.
Frankly, I find the suggestion somewhat offensive. All right. But in that case, I must make a pronouncement too. I, Melia Antiqua, Empress of the High Entia, by my name do solemnly decree. Be thou guardian, for our subjects and the race entire, act the mistress of unseen shadows, and pledge thy very life to this throne. Swear your might, to my bidding, Tyrea.
I accept. I will honor this commission, Your Majesty.
Miss Tyrea, Nene very proud. Managed to apologize very beautiful. Major sister bomb vibes.
Who are you calling sisters? And I'll have you know, I've nothing to apologize for.
Meh? But, Miss Tyrea, just a proper big bow to Miss Melia, no?
You little... Are you actively trying to insult me?
Meh? But Bao have plenty sorry feel. It's just like when Dadapon make apologizes to Mamapon.
Whatever. I'm too old for this.
The future is within our grasp, sister mine.
Alright. We're pretty much just about almost there, so... There are things I wanna...
Oh!
burn this stuff. Why not? Last quiet moment.
Not long now, father, brother. With these two hands of mine, I will reclaim Alchemoth.
Hey, Melia, are you nervous?
Do not worry, Shulk. I'm just a little heightened. Trembling with excitement, as Dumban might say.
That's good to hear. I suppose it's no great wonder, though.
How about yourself? You've been given a big role to play. Taking it in your stride as usual.
Well, I've been remembering our time on the Bionis shoulder. It hasn't been easy, but we found the refugees here. Got to know Teelan and so on. I'm glad we came.
I see.
If we can retake the capital, and then get ourselves back to Colony 9, that'll be us sorted.
Sorted? Huh?
That's right. We're just about there now. We've got this, you know.
I'm sure.
What's wrong?
Say, Shulk. Tell me, what are your thoughts on the rift?
Right. Considering everything we've seen so far, we don't really know all that much about it. I've never seen anything like it. The Fog King, I mean. It's alien to the Bionis and Mechonis.
Indeed. The rift is a complete and utter enigma to us. All we know for certain is that its existence poses danger. A wholly new threat. For a wholly new world.
Sounds ominous.
Are my fears unfounded?
To be fair, there's a lot about this world that's different. Frankly, it's anyone's guess right now. Does it bother you? The rift, I mean.
I have an ill premonition.
Oh?
Disaster. Complete ruin. Inescapably looming over our future. I know not why, but that is the vague dread that I feel when I consider the rift.
Hey now.
I'm sorry. I know we have a big task ahead. I'll try to keep my chin up.
It's okay. Your misgivings may just be a weird hunch. Or for all we know, they might come true tomorrow. But there's plenty more we don't know. The future. No one knows it for certain. Still, that doesn't mean we're entirely helpless. Our actions, they're what shapes the future. We've proven that countless times already. So I think we'll get through this. If we stand together, no power in the world can stand against us.
Shulk. I swear, you never change.
Oh, sorry. I guess I might have gone a bit overboard.
No, I don't think that's possible. I think your words have hit the mark exactly. The future is ours, and it is decided here. All we can do is give our all to build a better one. Indeed, whatever awaits ahead. I seem to be in your debt again. You keep doing this, always helping me when I'm down.
I didn't really do anything, though. I'm just happy I could lift you up.
My thanks. All right, then. We have crucial work to do.
Defeat the Fog King and restore Alchemoth, right?
Exactly right. Shall we?
Alright, that's every quiet moment wrapped up, and I kind of did say this would take less than 20 hours, and I wasn't gonna 100% this whole damn thing. That bloody dragon is why. Anyways, we're just about ready to take on the final boss. Just want to get some final checks in, and I don't really need quick step at this moment anymore, so need spike res all that much either. This whole post-game campaign takes at most 20 hours. I mean, 80% of it is like 12 to 15. It's just a question of, am I not going to get shafted on any of those crystal gem drops? Like, can I get all the stuff I can put together to go kill the dragon. At this point, I already have Nene and Kino's best armor, and Melly and Shulk. It's just a question of, okay, what do I want? Do I want a rig for Ether, or do I want a rig for physical death? I don't really need... stuffing. What I would think is, hold on for a second, where it's, so she's got recovery up. Is there anything else I needed? How do I only have... You know what, I'm not gonna question it. Just checking stats for one more time. Alright. Let's do an arts check. Do healing gift. Kinda need that. Should be fine for now. Nothing I can do for Shulk. Nene, yeah, this is fine. Talent gauge must be maxed. Let me this with else. Another let's have another aura here. Save one last time. Alright, final boss. Here we are. Past this point, you will not be able to go back or save the game, and falling in battle will return you to the title screen. It is recommended to save before you continuing. Don't forget to save, kids. I've already done that. Yeah, I've already got myself prepped, so nothing to it. Let's do this. Let's go slay Calamity Ganon. I mean, the Fog King.
Kingle, Fog, right here! Fog King looking awfully foggy today.
I would guess it correlates with the widening of the rift.
It changes nothing. The time is now.
Miss Melly, it's working!
Yes, now then.
Melia, let's go!
My friends, lend me your strength. The future belongs to us.
King of Folk will no name of hero born hero! Monster in for proper bashing!
Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's interrupt that for a hot bit.
I sense you're raring to enter the fray. It's time already.
Come on, let's do this.
Success! King of Folk, white dust! And kindly never to come back.
Shulk, what's wrong?
The sky.
The rift is expanding.
Mother, something not right. Foggy fluffies are coming together. Foggy, not take no for answer.
What is the meaning of this?
It must be drawing its strength from the rift. And now it's even bigger.
In other words, if we could close the rift, we might have a chance.
It's possible. But first, let's do all that we can here.
You're right.
This is all over Kino's head. What does Hero One fight against impossible odds is natural like breathing. Fine then, time to dish out extra mega circuit fishy fancy with cherry on top.
Alright. Not good. Get up!
King!
strong. Stream
Making Nene proud.
Nice going.
Things are going to plan.
Come on, knock him down! Good.
Perspectives, do it now!
I missed that. Wasn't paying attention. We can do this. End this!
Lucius, it keeps happening! What are we supposed to do now?
Don't give up, no matter how many times it returns. We can bring it down just the same. Our future must be kept safe. What? Telethia? Why? What? What on Bionis?
Melia, for whatever reason, those explosions seem to be distorting and destabilizing the rift.
Incredible. They saved us. Fine. Time to finish this. Please, buy me some time. Grant me your strength, friends.
King of Pop is dethroned! Big win for good guys!
The future is safe. Finally.
It is.
Enjoy the ending, everyone.
They're waiting for you, Melia.
Does this world need a coronation? I just don't see the point.
Don't say that. It is the will of the people. It will mark the birth of a new era.
You'd also have been a fine choice.
Yes, well. I'm occupied with my research, as you know, Empress Melia.
Don't mock me.
Here we go.
Yes.
So, we'd like to thank you guys for coming along here, and so ends my coverage for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition and Future Connected. So, that about ends it as far as I care for this game. So, I'm thinking from this point on, we might as well just talk some post-game powwows while we're at it. So... So, Evan, what do you think about the game overall?
I thought it seemed really cool, really good graphics. The jewel system was interesting. That you could forge things. Or craft things, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And the heart-to-hearts were cool.
Yeah. Definitely.
The whole affinity thing, I know it was in the first one too, but... that's a cool idea.
Yep.
I've never really seen that in a game.
I think some other games may have a little bit of affinity moments, but maybe not to the tone that Xenoblade had. As far as, like, if I'm gonna do the second installment before 3 comes out, I might, but don't be betting on it, or don't bet on me finishing all of 2. That's like another 100, 120 hours, assuming things go right. I don't think I'm going to do the Torna expansion pack for 2, because I kind of don't see the benefit of it. I'm still kind of debating whether I want to get the 3rd installment digital or physical. Still waiting to see if the special edition comes out, but yeah, if I kind of miss out on any opportunities to get it physical, I'll just get it. I'll just get it digitally. You kind of know what my stance is on physical versus digital. I prefer getting physical whenever I can first. It's just that material sense of ownership, I suppose, is one thing, and 2 is just like, you know, you don't have to hope that the service is going to shut down on you forever. That's kind of stickling point number 2 for me.
You keep your discs real clean, right? And like clean them every once in a while.
Well, with the Switch, it's just like little cards, so
Oh, gotcha.
I don't really need to clean them as much, and I try to keep them in their case as much as possible. Yes, and I've heard about that. They're going to be pulling the 3DS and Wii U eShop. I'm still trying to get Matt to get Metroid Prime Trilogy before that shuts down. I have the disc for that, but yeah, it's just a bunch of other things where you're going to go, oh great, where are we going to get this stuff now? It's just a question of everything I get digitally on the Switch isn't going to last another 10 years. Because, you know, I want to keep them for like the next 15 or 20. That's my stance.
I understand.
Mm.
For me, most of my games are from Steam, so, you know, they're already did.
Yeah, and I think Steam and GG said Yeah, we'll probably make them open on the off chance that we're gonna sunset someday. It's like, God forbid that day will come, but we'll have a plan for that.
I can't see Steam going away anytime soon.
Yeah.
GOG has a, it does a valuable service getting those old games workable on new systems.
That, and you don't have to be connected to the net to get them to work.
Mm-hmm.
Just the downside is, here's the installer, and if you want to get an update, you're gonna have to download the whole installer again. Yeah, I think it's also the same issue that we're getting with memory cards, the like for any of the storage hardware. That's probably gonna die off soon. Yeah, at least with like the original Game Boy cartridges, at least you can replace the batteries. All you need is just like an eyeglass repair kit to open the screws up and get those replaced. It's just gonna be the question of when are the memory cards gonna die out. I'm kind of having, folks are having that problem with their PlayStation 2, where some of the data is just getting corrupted. Because I'm like, I want to lose all that effort just to getting all of those songs for Dance Dance Revolution. I'm going, it's like, I don't mind playing through the game like 20 times or going through like 120 songs for it, but I'm like, oh, please stop. Or going through the entire mission mode for it. Any other things that I wanted to talk about right here while we're in post-game powwows? Any other things about the game you liked or didn't like? I think for me it's kind of like the entire MMO leveling system, where sometimes some areas are going to be gated off, and then others where you're going, when is this game going to scale properly? And I think Endgame was probably one of the biggest offenders in that. I mean, I get it, it's Endgame. It's like, oh, here's a whole bunch of Endgame quests. That's like, don't tell me, I'm like, oh, here's all the quests, but you have to be like 20 levels above for it. I'm going, stop! So, any other pointed criticisms or anything else you liked about the game in general? Story, plot, mechanics, and all?
Overall, I'd say it was good. I mean, I don't really have any problems. I wasn't playing it, so, I can't say from how it would feel if I was actually playing it. But from watching, it seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like a lot of the cutscenes are still on point. And I'm just going at this point in time, it's like, oh, we got Jetta Coleman back. It's like, what are her accolades past Doctor Who? Like, Emmy-nominated, 2-time BAFTA award-winning actress? I'm going, what did Nintendo have to pay her? All the money they got from selling their majority share of the Seattle Mariners? And speaking of MLB scores right now, I think Matt would not want to hear this. Last I checked, the Mariners were losing to the Red Sox, and they got pantsed by the Red Sox last night. Giants Padres didn't start, or at least, let's see. Braves are leading the Marlins 5-3 right now. Bottom of the 9th, and Matt. Yeah, the Mariners lost to the Red Sox. All 7 of the Red Sox all 7 of the Red Sox runs were home runs. A grand slam and then a 3-run homer. Yeah. Boston. It's like, sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name. I really should get the Cheers box set one of these days. And maybe the Frasier box sets too, but no. They're both NBC properties, and you know who NBC is owned by? Comcast. Who will do Comcast things. Anyway, any other things I wanted to talk about the game in general? Yeah, I would say for the story, I'm just going... You know, now that I think about it, I'm going... How the hell does a 2010 role-playing game do a better job at being a science fiction story than... I was gonna say, like, a fair chunk of science fiction I've watched over the last 20 years. I'm like... The crux of it is, 1, good storytelling, 2, characters you actually care about, 3, I would say keeping the rules of, I wouldn't say the presentation, but the story consistent. As in, like, all 25 hours of plot, you're going, okay, you can follow this, and there's no magical Deus Ex Machina bullshit that comes out of nowhere. And one other thing I'm gonna say is, like, you know, killing Sinistar and Fat Bastard, I'd say, you know, villains that you love to hate. Right now it's like, most of the villains you see nowadays are just complete douchebags, or just characters you just straight hate, and sometimes some protagonists you just straight up hate, or just can't stand. Yeah.
I got nothing. Sorry.
So I pretty much touched on everything you wanted to talk. On everything
Yeah.
you were gonna get to. Yeah, I don't think I want to touch any more of this game and try to do any of those level 100 plus unique monsters. I'm going, at this point, what do I have left to prove?
It's a very pretty picture there.
Yep. Excellent as wallpaper material.
Yeah. I remember animated wallpapers back in the day where it'd choke up the computer so much. I bet I could run it now.
Yeah, you ever had like one of those moments like, you know, back during the Win 95 or 98 days when we had some of those wallpapers that were just like completely animated? You know, it wasn't just like your typical Starfield, but something like the Win 95 maze and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Hmm.
That was a good era. A lot of good games came out of that era.
Well, not to mention, it's like, you know, every mid-tier developer was just like, you know, always had to find some risks nowadays. I'm not gonna go on some big corporate capitalism rant. I'm just gonna keep it summed up in one sentence, but it kind of feels like that every small or mid-major fate is just to be bought out by a large company.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, you just miss the times when it's like, you know, it's like sometimes the mid-majors were just doing things that push the boundaries, and then the majors are going, okay, what can we do to liven things up a bit? Or, you know, spread out their intellectual property portfolio.
I know we said it before, but I think one thing is in the 90s it was, I want to say it's easy to make a game, but it didn't take as large of a team, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, because right now it's like, you just have like entire engines being used, or sometimes you might have entire engines being built from scratch from the ground up. And then you have like entire art assets, you have entire environments, modeling, all of that. Sometimes you wonder if you can push the limit of a console. Sometimes some developers did that, like I would say Factor 5 did with making Rogue Leader for the GameCube. And then there are just other moments where you're going, do you guys not realize the architecture of what you're working on?
But do you ever wonder how much, looking back at those 90s games or early 2000s, how much it's nostalgia or how good they really were? I don't know. It's hard to separate.
In my case, I'd say 60-40, with the 60 favoring the nostalgia. And there's just moments where you're going, like, harking back to the arcade days where you're going, just throw quarters at everything, except probably the claw machines, because those were the biggest rip-offs.
Yes, they are. They really are.
Yeah.
Well, I guess GOG lets you actually play a lot of those old games and see how they measure up. And I have to say I played some, and they really did measure up still.
And then other times you're going, thank God for DOSBox.
Yes. Yes, definitely.
I think I'm done talking about what I wanted to say for this game. I'm not going to go like really in depth into like the characters or anything. Probably say, wish I could go a little bit more in depth about the themes explored in this game, but I'm too much of a fucking idiot or not well read enough to do a deep dive on those. Especially it's like what you wonder, is everything in this world just material? Does it matter? Do you believe fate is a fixed line? Do you believe in fixed points in time? Okay, maybe the fixed points in time thing is kind of... No, it's not really relevant to this. Just a question of, do you believe in fate? Probably so. Do you believe in God? Well, granted, this isn't the first game I've played that had, you know, some batshit insane creator of the universe or stuff like that.
I did not see that coming in the first game, that it would turn out as it did. I really didn't.
Yeah. Or like the entire point where Dixon shot Shulk in the back and you're going, oh boy, where are we going with this now? Yeah. I would say like all the plot twists were executed rather well. And then, yeah, it's like, it goes like some typical, like, Terminator or post-2000s Galactica where you're going, oh crap, the machines are back, and it's like, and you stop him, and you go smash them all, and then you realize, oh boy, it turns out, like, I would say the Animatrix where you're just wondering, okay, when did the machine snap in the first place, and then you're going, the major plot twists, like at the end of between chapters 14 and 16, you're going, oh.
I thought, talking about the Animatrix, I thought it was interesting how that one was the first one to show the machines as not fully evil, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They were more just, had their own issues.
Yeah, I probably should get around to watching that, because, like, what, 9 short stories, and, do a better job of demystifying the Matrix than the sequels.
Oh yeah, well, it definitely fills it out. It really does.
Hmm.
Fills out the.
Xenoblade Chronicles D.
Well, I'm gonna go watch Aliens now, man. But it's been nice hanging out with you.
Yep. And thanks for coming along, Event. And thank the rest of you guys for coming along for quite the barn burning journey on this one. So thank you all for that. And yeah, I would say that should you get this game? Oh, absolutely. It's like if turn-based MMOs were kind of your thing, say like Knights of the Old Republic or the like, you will probably have a blast with this. But yeah, it's like you're thinking like some other good fantasy leaning on science fiction story. Oh, definitely get this. I think in spite of my minor nitpicks, I want to rate this on a 1 to 10 scale. I give it an 8, maybe a 9. I don't know, I'm probably a little bit too picky and stuff to give anything a clean 10 nowadays. Nobody's perfect. Nothing's perfect. It's just a question of did I enjoy it? Now, I'd say in terms of my enjoyment of the game, I'll definitely give it a 9. Yep, that's over with. I got nothing else to talk about. Might be having a few more adventures sometime soon. Hopefully, and a few more after that. But just a question of do I want to 3 cups out? I'm probably gonna overrun. See if it's a. Let's see. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Meantime, stay sweet, stay sensational, be salty, and I will see you guys later. And last time, thank you guys for watching Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, or at the very least, my very craptastic presentation of it. Well, I do my best to please and not to disappoint. It's the question of that I do a good job at either. You be the judge. Thank you guys. But yeah, seriously,